Hello, everyone. It's time for you to grab your needles and let's get ready for quiet time and relax. Welcome to Come Knit with Me and Chat. This channel was created so that I could have a place to share and that you could have a place to be safe. So, whether it's knitting or crocheting or painting or creating jewelry, every time that you push play to this channel, you know you need to join me. It's time for you to relax. So, how has your day been today? With all this COVID-19 and protest and all these race riots and all that stuff, I hope you did turn the news off. Because my family and I, we turned the news off and we're creating a safe place within our home where we can feel mentally and physically safe. And that's what we have to do during this time of turmoil. This is the time that we all need to create a safe space within the place where we live, our homes, where we call home. And if you have a roommate or you share your house, your room, a space just so you could feel mentally and physically safe. That's why most of my videos, I always say if you see the turtle on the wall, I'm in my recliner. This is my recliner, that's his recliner. So we have his and her recliners here. I have the TV across there, which is always on YouTube. Right now, that's all I do. I binge watch van life and RV life. Oh my gosh, that's all I do. And I sit here and I create a vision of me living in a RV traveling across the United States. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. So yeah, so right now I'm learning how to make campfires. I'm learning about solar panels. Matter of fact, my husband and I are talking about getting a generator with its solar panels because just last night our electricity went off for 3 hours. Just bam. Called up the power company. It was because they said it was because of a tree took down a wire. Okay, reality checked in. It's like, okay, what if we don't have electricity? What would we do? How would my family and I survive if everything got so bad that we had to figure out how to survive without the luxuries of electricity and gas and all that? So it's been kind of fun because I've always wanted to get an RV, but now I'm getting an RV for survival. So that's what I do. Right now, YouTube, I've got it on pause and I binge watch on RV and camping and living in a campsite, boondocking, mooch docking. I know it all. Uh, so, it's all about protecting our mental health as long as our physical health, because what's going on in the world will destroy you mentally. If I'm not careful, I will be so anxious and so depressed if I listen to the news day in and day out. So I don't. Because you know what? I came to the conclusion those folks in, I was going to call them names, but we won't do name calling right now because I'm against name calling. So those people in Washington are actually going to do what they want to do. You know what? And this is just my opinion. So I feel like sometimes that our vote really doesn't count because they're going to do what they're going to do between the lying and the cheating and the, you know, oh, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. So instead of spending energy on things that I can't change, I'm going to spend all my energy on things I can change. And one thing I can change is to make sure I have a protected, positive, prosperous, healthy environment for my husband and I and my son. And I make sure that my daughter and my son in law and my two grandchildren have a healthy environment. Even though we don't live in our same space, I make sure I teach her and I admonish her and I encourage her almost on a daily level. We are either contacting each other through text or phone. And by taking my energy and making sure it's being constructive, that helps me mentally and physically to endure what we're going through right now with the pandemic, protests, the whole 9 years, the election. Because there's something, if you spend all your energy on stuff that you can't change, you're just destroying yourself. A lot of illnesses are created and grown out of anxiety. So it's very important that right now my household is not anxious. My household eats healthy, thinks healthy. And so my husband and I do go out and go grocery shopping about 14 plus days. So we try to get enough food that lasts us at least 14 days or more. And that way we're not always exposed to the virus and the negative energy that's out there in the world right now. And we actually lock ourselves in our homes, period. I will walk around the neighborhood, but lately I haven't even done that because right now I'm focusing on my knitting. So right now I am decided that I'm creating blankets for people for Christmas. So this is the first one. And my plans were to give it to my grandson, or it could go to my son, or it could actually go to my son-in-law. So I haven't decided. This is the oldest grandson. I have two. I have the 10-year-old and the 16-year-old, and by Christmas, my 16-year-old will be 17. Then I got my husband. I make him one too, even though he has about two of them. I think me and him both have two or three of them. So that's what I'm doing. So when you see me working in gray right here, I'm doing a blanket. And then over here, I'm still doing the neck warmers. And I'm actually created a business around the neck warmers. So I'm selling them on Mercari. Sometime I leave the link in the description if you want to go check it out. I'll have a link. I'll try to remember to put a link in there. Yeah, that's been fun. So I've been using all my energy to be creative and positive, and this is just so relaxing to me. So that's why I decided to make a YouTube channel centered around my knitting, because this is how I really just kind of go into a happy place. Sometimes I can go into deep prayer. Usually when I'm knitting, I have a van life, RV life, camping type of YouTube video on. Right now I'm watching, who are these people? Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey life. So if you want to look them up on YouTube, they're cool. Enjoy the journey life. I think that's who they are. And they're an RV couple. me see, how can I do this? I can go like, up. Let me see. I'm trying to, because these are the type of videos I watch. The channel, what is this channel called? Hold on. Enjoy the Journey Life. So yeah, that's one of the groups I like to listen to. So go check them out. The do's and don'ts. They have a luxury RV that they've been living in for several years. So, and they do full-time RVing. So that's the kind of things that I have on the TV. That way I can stay, you have to work. You have to work in keeping yourself positive. Otherwise, I would be anxious and depressed all the time, thinking about doom and gloom and death and defeat. But as a Christian, no, I know my Father is in control. So, and I also prayed for wisdom. So, with praying for wisdom, I know that I have to play my part, and my part is to use my energy in a positive way. So, I've always liked to knit. I learned how to knit when I lived in Germany. My ex-husband actually was stationed in Germany. We lived in Germany for 5 years, 4.5, 5 years. And so I met a German there. Her name was Getra, and she taught me how to knit. Now and you know what? I won't say that. I could do fancy things if I want to, but I just enjoy the simple combining of the different colors and creating design with yarn using the two needles. So on one of these days, I have to show you one of the blankets. I have a yellow one that I sleep with every day. One day I'll remember before I push play to go get the blanket. But you'll get to see me as this one progresses. And when I get done with this one, I'm going to make another one and another one. My goal is to make everybody a blanket by December. We'll see how far I get. Because in the meantime, I also have a reselling business on Poshmark that I've been doing for over a year. And I just started the business with the neck warmers. So that's Macari. So on a given day, when I do get a sell on those platforms, I have to package them up and ship them off. So, and I'm thankful for Poshmark because I started Poshmark last year. And so this May was over a year. I've been doing Poshmark for over a year. And that's helped me too because I do go and ship, and I've shipped this whole time. I just put my mask on and go in the post office and ship my stuff off. So that's kept me focused. My husband and I, we are mask wearers. So we do our own grocery shopping. So we do go out there with our mask. We get our groceries and we come home. And we typically go grocery shopping about every 14 plus days. So we can go a good, maybe, I say a good 14 days without going grocery shopping. Now I do go to the store with my mask. And I have always. Otherwise, we're home. I'm home a lot. Don't be surprised if you see the same shirt on the video. I'm going to be real. The one reason why I decided to create YouTube, first of all, I was scared to because I felt like I don't know what they're doing. I don't know how to do the thumbnails. I don't know how to do music. I still don't know how to do the music. Still don't know how to do a big thumbnail, but I do know how to do the thumbnail. I'm learning. Um, I still don't know how to do the music. There's so much I don't know how to do. I don't have a fancy studio. Sometimes my lighting is horrible. But we can make excuses for not doing things forever and ever. And I just decided, okay, with COVID-19, this is the time for me to push play. So welcome to Come Knit with Me and Chat. And I encourage anybody out there that's scared to push play, just push it. Don't worry about all the subscribers and the likes and all that stuff. Just push it because you know what? It's therapeutic. It's therapeutic for me. So, and my goal is first to help me, and then in helping me, if I can help you, it's been worth it all. Whether I have one subscriber or a million subscriber, at least I helped someone. And I keep moving this. Bear with me because I really want you to see my needles as I knit. Not so much me. I want you to see my knitting because it's all about knitting and chatting. So yeah, it's very therapeutic. So I encourage anyone out there that is listening to my videos to just push play and just do it. Don't compare it to yourself to anybody because there's some awesome people out there and they really know how to put all the glitz and the glamour on their channel. But nah, I haven't figured that out yet. But I'm not going to let it stop me. I came to that conclusion because it stopped me year after year after year after year. I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel. I'm like, well, mine's not as fancy as this. I don't have a studio. I don't have a studio as of yet. I don't. And I don't know if I had a space that I called a studio, would I use it? You know, at the end of the day, I'm here in my recliner knitting. So I had a health scare last year. So I have been homebound since December 8th, 2018, because I had a health scare, had to go through surgery. I'm still going through treatment. So that's why you see me a lot in my recliner because I've had to regroup with my body. So I don't know if I had a space in my home, which I don't right now, that was a clean wall studio space. Would I use it? Because I kind of like talking to you and being real in my recliner. And sometimes, yeah, I am. I'm on this side of the screen on purpose because I really want you to see the knitting because it's come knit with me and chat. So I really want to show you my houseplants. That's another hobby I had that distracted me from the destruction of the world. Sometimes that's how I feel. I'm like, Lord, is this the end? We don't know. It's weird. It's my first pandemic. And you know, the government lies to us so much, you don't know what to believe. So I'm going to take that energy and create businesses, create gifts, because right now I have 3 ways to make extra income: Poshmark, Macari, and ThreadUp. I send things to ThreadUp. They sell it for me or keep it. I don't want it back. And I get money. So I did that for the first time right before the pandemic. I sent a bag to them, and so far I've made $21. So that's pretty cool. So I'm focusing, I encourage you to focus on creating a safe place for you and your family where everybody could be mentally and physically okay during this very, very shaky times we're going through right now. And right there, that takes away all the anxiety and the anguish that's going on in the world because I take all that energy to make sure my home is safe and creating blankets for Christmas, neck warmers to sell on Macari. I have clothing that I have to steam and take pictures and post on Poshmark. Along with, I have 2 cats, I've got a husband, I have house plants. So I'm determined to be a survivor during this. My home has chosen to wear a mask. Personally, I wish everybody would, but since it's not mandated and everybody has a choice, my prayers are that we would quit name calling and belittling each other whether we wear one or not. If you choose not to wear one, so be it. And if I choose to wear one, so be it. Let's get along. Let's not go around destroying each other with our words, because words are just as destructive as a gun. So, what are you guys, what do you do? I want you to put it in the comment area. How are you creating a safe place for your family? And the second thing, what are you doing constructive? What are your hobbies? What are you taking while you're being locked up at home? What do you do with your time? Do you knit? Do you crochet? Do you paint? Do you have a garden? Do you have pets? You know, what do you do? Do you love to cook? Or do you write books? So you get to come on my blanket journey. I think the next one, I'm trying to think of the next one when I get done with this one, because these are going to come colors. Right now I'm working with solid gray. I have solid black, and then I have a multicolored gray, black, white, brown. That's this color. And then the next one, I think everybody, my daughter's, her main color in her home is gray. So, and this is a nice, grays and the blacks are a really good combination for anybody's home, earth tones. Because it's hard to know what people's color palettes are. But I do know my daughter likes purple, so I think I'm going to intertwine purple in hers. And my youngest grandson, I think he likes orange, so I may intertwine a little orange in his. And some of the other blankets, I may just intertwine just a little bit of color among this palette. So, yeah, in the comments, tell me, what are you creating? What are your hobbies? Do you have a business? What do you do with your time to create a safe space in your home while the world is actually falling apart around us? What do you do to keep your mind off of what's going on out there? So I'm getting ready, just a short video to jump on and say hi, be safe, be kind. If my message for tonight would be kind. We all have different opinions, and name calling and belittling people, calling people dumb and stupid is not the way to go. Remember, guys, you reap what you sow. So the way you treat people is exactly how you're going to get treated. So when you realize people are treating you badly and talking to you in a tone and in a bad, mad fashion, remember how you speak to other people, because what you do get back. And that's just life lessons. It's not religion or belief. And whether you believe it or not, you will get it back. Some people call it karma, reaping or sowing. You can call it whatever you want to call. It comes back. The way you treat other people is the way you get treated. Because it amazes me at work, the meanest, nastiest people, you get mean and nasty with them and they get their feelings hurt. And I could never understand that. I'm like, you're the meanest, nastiest person on the planet. And just because I told you off, you gonna get upset? You got your feelings hurt. First of all, I didn't know you had feelings by the way you treated people. Just saying. Just saying. So thanks for stopping by and chit-chatting with me. Go ahead and put in the comment, what are your hobbies, what are your businesses, what have you been doing to create a positive, safe place at home during this pandemic. And I think it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning, so it's time for me to really wind down and just kind of get some rest. It's good talking with you. You guys be safe, be kind, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Talk to you later.